Alright, we're gonna try this one more time, everybody. How's it going? It's your man, The Legend, Somebody, here to help you guys get paid on this Wednesday. So we're just gonna try this again real quick, see if the sound is up. Oh man, come on. Alright. Let's try this again. All right, just waiting for everybody to get in. All right, just waiting for everybody to get in. Oh, man. All right, just waiting for everybody to get in. Oh, man. All right, just waiting for everybody to get in. Oh, man. All right. So we do have some things we want to talk to you guys about today. Just let you know I got some free picks for you guys. All right. So we do have. All right. So we got some FIFA picks that we're going to talk to you guys about today. We got some MLB picks we're going to talk to you guys about today. All right. And yeah, pretty simple. So I got some plays for you guys. All right. So I ran through all the MLB, and I know that's what you're here for. So we're going to get to that here in a second. But before we do, let's just go ahead and talk about FIFA. Yesterday was very, very good to us in FIFA. You know, most of the predictions that we made came true. So, hey, you know, there's that. But today we do, and I got a little, you know, mild one. So for the mild, for our picks for World Cup for today, we got 3 games. We got England versus Congo at 1. We got Senegal versus Belgium at 4. And then we got USA versus Bosnia at 8. Now the USA versus Bosnia one, that's going to be a big one. You know, USA kind of dropped the ball last time against Turkey. I really wish they would have done better, but unfortunately, USA kind of dropped the ball last time. So, yeah, that's how it goes. So for World Cup, what we got going on right now is we got over 1.5 total goals for England versus Congo. I do feel that England's going to get 2 goals itself, so they could probably cover that by themselves. But you don't know. You don't know if after the 2 goals, Congo just lays on its back and just doesn't really do anything. You don't know. So I'd go for over 1.5 goals total for that game. Play it safe. For the Senegal versus Belgium game, I'd probably go both teams to score for that game. It could be a possible draw, but I'm thinking both teams to score. Or over, if you want to play it even safer, you could probably put it for over 2.5 goals. Or over 1.5 goals, I'm sorry. So, yeah, we got a couple pre-populated parlays that we're going to show here in a second. And if you like what you see there, you can just kind of tell what we're doing. Or if you want to just mix and match, you can just kind of mix and match and, you know, take what you like, toss what you don't. Now, coming up last for USA versus Bosnia, one thing that I've noticed that USA, just like England, has not scored less than 2 goals in either of their games, whether they win or lose. So that's something to keep in mind. So for Bosnia, I mean, USA doesn't have best record of a defense keeping a clean sheet. So there's a good chance that they may score. So for USA versus Bosnia, I'd take it over 1.5 for USA goals and possibly over 2.5. So for overall. All right. So I put a little safe bet in. We had Mexico to win yesterday. We did. It was a good win for them, man. Viva Mexico. So here we go. Oh, that's our spicy bet. All right. So this is our spicy one right here. All right. We got Harry Kane to score a goal or assist. We've got Wisa to score or assist. We've got England over 2 goals, like I just said. And Jude Bellingham to either score or assist. Now, he's someone to be mindful of because, again, he's only got 1 goal short of Henry Kane. And I think that he is going to be a very viable threat to be on a score sheet. Now, you also notice here for USA versus Bosnia, I put over 1.5 total goals. That could either cover USA's goals or their goals. So same thing for that one. So that's my safe bet right there. I mean, not my safe bet, my spicy one. I think it's the goals is what makes that one so spicy. This is a safer one. Yeah, this is a safe one. This is our vanilla bet right here. All right, so if you want a nice little softball, a little meatball, we got this one right here. Over 1.5 total goals for England versus Congo, and England to get 2 goals. I do feel that England's going to get their 2 goals. And yeah, again, that's a real safe one. You know, there's nothing real crazy there. My man Julio endorses that bet. If you guys know the show, you follow, like, and subscribe. Also, hey man, make sure you like and subscribe. If this is your first time checking the show out or watching the show, make sure that you check it out. We have a lot of episodes that we do about World Cup and different sports. Football's just around the corner, so that should be interesting. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes. World Cup and different sports. Football's just around the corner. I know you guys are really interested in my baseball bets, so let's go ahead and talk about that. So we did have some success yesterday with our baseball. Now, full disclosure, my soccer bet did not hit, so it was a $20 safe bet. I used that $20 to go ahead and put into this baseball bet, and I got me $150. Now, I cashed both of those out. I had the option to write them out. They both hit, but I left like some money on the table. So, you know, it was getting late. I cashed out, but hey, you know, what I'm about to feed you guys is good. It's good stuff. It's these props don't mess around. So let me go ahead and jump into, without further ado, my MLB props and parlays. All right, so we're going to speed through this because we do have baseball coming up. So I'm going to start off with what I normally do. Again, if you're new to my channel, I normally go over pitchers with their strikeouts and also with their hitters to get hits. So I scrub through the manifest, I look at all the lineups, and I identify who has good matchups as far as hitting matchups go, and also pitchers, what I think they're going to know less than throw, okay? And now, again, the great thing about my channel is you can take what you like and toss what you don't. If I say something you think is completely outlandish, then hey, you don't got to roll with it. No one's forcing any of this stuff down your throat. But make sure you put in the channel, in the comment section, how do you feel about some of these props that I'm giving? Do you think that these are fair? Do you think they're undervalued? Because that's what I do. I like to undervalue, add a value. Yesterday, my Marlins got me paid, baby. All right, so you saw on that one. We're going to talk about them here shortly. But first off, let's start with the White Sox versus Baltimore Orioles. We got Schultz for 3 Ks and Cantillo for 4 to 5 Ks. We got Pete Alonso for a hit, Jay Gonzalez for a hit, and Bienentende for a hit. Those guys are all due. Those are my locks for that game. If you want to fade me on the strikeouts, fade me on the strikeouts. But they're in my props. So I'm going to show you here in a second that I got all 3 of those guys to get hits. I do feel like they're due. Yeah. Moving on, we got Texas versus Cleveland. I got Gore for 4 to 5 Ks. Now, if you happen to see him as an option for -5 or 600 for 3 Ks, take him for the 3 Ks. He's going to have to get to 3 before he gets to 4. All right. Moving on, we got Alvarez, like I said, for 4 to 5 Ks. I got to start next to Alvarez. He's my lock for that one. After that, we got Washington versus Boston. I've got Toll for 3 to 4 Ks. And I've also got Warren for 3 to 4 Ks. When it comes to Detroit versus New York, Yankees, I got Warren 3 to 4 Ks and Melton 4 Ks. I got San Diego Padres versus Chicago Cubs. I got Bueller. Oh, Bueller. I got Bueller 4 to 5 Ks and Rea 2 to 3 Ks, but I might fade Rea. He's a little inconsistent. As far as hits go, I got Manny Machado for a hit. Suzuki might be somebody to look at as a possible. He's got this weird rhythm where he hits, doesn't hit, hit, doesn't hit. He's on a no-hit swing right now. So he just hit last game. It could be a no-hitter for him. So we'll see. Pete Crow Armstrong, he's always viable for a hit. And Bo Bichette, we got him for a hit. Moving on, we got, Peralta in that Toronto versus New York Mets matchup. I'm not messing with Fisher. You can leave him alone, or I'm leaving him alone. For Peralta, I got him for 3 to 4 Ks. Then moving on to Pittsburgh versus Philly, I got Paul Skeens for 6 Ks. I know. He normally throws like 7 to 8 Ks, but we're taking him for the 6. We got Wheeler for 4 to 5 Ks. Ozuna, someone to keep an eye on. He's due for a hit. Now, does he get it? I don't know. Mirdot and Vargas were due for hits, but they didn't give me yesterday anything. So whatever, sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. But I'm just letting you know, Azuna's due for a hit. Moving on, I'm fading both of the pitchers in that St. Louis Atlanta game. Not even touching it. Moving on to the Tampa Bay Kansas City game, I got Lugo for anywhere between 3 to 4 Ks. McClanahan for 3 to 4 Ks. I think Lugo's going to struggle, especially early on with the way that the Rays do things. I might not even put Lugo on the slip, only because that's their first 3. They start off with Caminero, Yandy Diaz, and Aranda. And then they bring in this other dude, and they just start mopping everybody up, man. So, like, they really work these pitchers. They work them in those counts. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see if Lugo gets blown up as far as, like, hits against them, people on base, runs scored early on. But for that game, Tampa Bay versus Kansas City, I've got Witt Jr. for a hit, Diaz for a hit, Aranda for a hit, and Caminero for a hit. That foursome right there paid off lovely for me yesterday. That was in our slip that hit. Moving on, Minnesota versus Houston. I got Bradley for 5 to 6 Ks. I mean, he's a solid pitcher, and quite honestly, I felt bad putting him for 5 to 6 Ks. He's more like a 7 to 8 K kind of guy. But we're gonna play it safe, man. 5 to 6 Ks, especially if you're stacking him in a parlay. I got him. He's spotty. I put him with a question mark. If you want to play him, I put him at 3 Ks or 3 strikeouts. And then we got Abbott and Drohan for Cincinnati versus the Brewer matchup. I got him for 4 to 5 Ks. Abbott and Drohan, I got 3 to 4 Ks. For Miami versus Colorado, I've got Meyer for 4 to 5 Ks, and I got Freeland for 3 to 4 Ks. For the Miami versus Colorado matchup, I do feel like these guys are going to get hits. These are people to look at. Kyle Stowers, Xavier Edwards, and Javier Sanoja. Javier Sanoja is batting lights out when he gets up. I want to say for the last 29 at-bats, he's 11 hits or something like that. Crazy. Then we got Ginn for the Dodgers versus Oakland A's matchup. We got it for 3 to 4 Ks. And then the Giants versus Arizona. I got McDonald for 4 Ks and Zach Gallen's iffy, man. I might take him to 2 to 3 Ks. We'll see. But for hits, I take Lee and Reyes in that matchup. If you wanted to just combo those last 7, I'd probably do that. Caminero, Aranda, Diaz, Witt Jr., Stowers, Edwards, Sanoja, Lee, and Reyes. Or if you're on Prize Picks, separate them, put them up for hits each. But yeah, so I do have a couple. This is what I put in. Nope. So this is exactly what we talked about as I was going over it. I got PCR, Machado. I got Witt Jr., Diaz, Caminero, Aranda, like I just said. Sanoja, Edwards, Stowers. That's what I did. Those are those 7 right there. And then I got my Young Ho Lee, Reyes, Bo Bichette. And that's it, man. Like, that one's going to hit, bro. That one's a Gucci one right here. All right. So, again, make sure you hit me up. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Giving out all this free money. Till the next time, Legend out.